Nothing like a train wreck right off the bat, huh? So Mom comes in right as soon as I get started, and she says, "I need you to pick up the dog, put her in the bed. She won't let me catch her." Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's shut this off. I need to turn all my volumes down so they're not so annoying tonight. Anyway, I asked Mom not 2 minutes ago if she needed me to put the dog in bed. She said, "Oh, no." She said, "She'll be fine." Yeah, she's not fine. She won't let her catch her. I know. Now, Mom said today if she gets another bad diagnosis, she's going to get on that bus and we're going to Washington, D.C. By God. She's going to straighten this mess out. She's had enough of this bullshit. Oh, anyway, we did get some good news from Denise today. She said that her signatures went up 120 since we started dropping all her links and stuff. My money's on Mom too, Tennessee. They don't know what they're messing with. This little lady will tear them to pieces, make them feel bad about it. Country, how are you? Oh, so did everybody watch the big shit show today? It was Mike played it all live. We had a lot of fun over there on Mike's channel today, making fun of these people. Jim Jordan, or not Jim Jordan, Matt Geeks dropped the Trump was Speaker of the House, and I thought everybody was going to cry. Oh, yeah, my mom, she's cantankerous as hell. She's done with all their bullshit. She wants to be Speaker of the House, and she'll fix this shit in a day. It has been a day. Yes, it has. I don't know. I still I don't know what they're stalling about. But the 20, here's a shout out to the 20 that are fighting to stop this shenanigan bullshit. Keep up the good fight. Because we're tired of taking the lesser of two evils. We want somebody that's America first. Uh-oh. A lot of air traffic over there in North Carolina, huh? Oh. Yeah. I don't know. It's been a day, that's for sure. Yeah. We gotta. I'm just like I said before. I'm tired of making choices between lesser two evils. Let's get somebody in there that gives a shit about what's going on, and will improve things. If regardless of what happens, I think we'll probably not see anything for 2 years. Yeah, Mountain Man put on some pretty good stuff. I didn't get to hear all of it because I had Chatty Cathy's in the room. My uncle and my mother were out here talking, and I had to listen to them and talk to them. They got into some of the politics of it. And that's when Mother said she was going to Washington, D.C. and straighten this shit out the next time she gets a bad note from the doctor. She's had enough of this bullshit. She said, "I don't want to be fixed anymore. I'm just tired of this bullshit." And her grandkids. She's cared for her grandkids. So, Mom's heart's in the right spot. She's a trooper. Right, they're mad because it's business as usual. And something I didn't necessarily agree with that Mountain Man was talking about is Trump was behind McCarthy, supporting him all the way. Hey, what's up? I know I can't get it right, Lauren. Why was Trump supporting McCarthy? I really don't know, and I think maybe it's just he wants it to be a win for the right side, and he thinks that'll make a big difference. I need to ask, when I was last on your panel, do you get feedback or loud noises from my mic? No, I don't remember having any. Hi, Nina. I don't remember having any reverb from when you were here. I need to go get these links for Denise again. I'm dropping these links. I don't know whether there's stuff to sign on or not. I've been so damn busy just dealing with everyday stuff and chasing stuff around that I haven't had a chance to go look at all this stuff that she's sending. But they picked up 120 signatures on their little thing that they got going for the Pennsylvania school board meeting. So have to get more crack for tomorrow. Hey, if you just go to Washington, Jeff, they're bringing that shit in by the semi load. I'll bet you. He just slid on him like it was he had it locked up. Well, that's possible too. Either way, I don't think they're going to let. I don't think they're going to let McCarthy in there. The 20 won't. Now, if the left gets scared and they start freaking out that they're going to get somebody other than McCarthy, this could be a okay. Now I forgot what I was talking about. Got sidetracked. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking too, Jeff. I mean, it's already out that what he's done. I hope McCarthy's done, but who are they going to run up there? I mean, we're not getting any traction with anybody. I would have thought that some of these other people that they were throwing in there would start splitting our side a little bit too, but it doesn't seem to match. It's a complete party line split, except for the 20 that really give a shit about the American people, in my opinion. And I think they're doing a good job making themselves look stupid. This is the Union Party, and I'm afraid they're going to start flipping just to get votes on either side. You know, if they give them the left the votes, I'm going to be mad as hell. But there ain't anything we can do about it. Gates, yeah, he did. He nominated Trump. I don't know what that's about, but it was funny as hell because the whole room groaned. You thought you'd killed all of them, and he did it more than once. I don't think McCarthy can threaten anybody into it. Yes, there is. I was going to actually go look that up, Jeff. I'll drop it in chat too. Oh, let's do this. Let's see if I can find it. Why didn't that find that? Well, there's even a Forbes article about it, but that's from 2021. I can't find anything. I can't find anything new on it, Jeff. McCarthy's threatening people who won't vote for him. And he says today, why do I have a feeling that why Nancy's laptop was on the agenda? I hadn't heard that either, but that's interesting to hear. Here, we drop the link. Who's on second? It was on the second. Okay. Let me see if I can find it over here. It does the newest first, but see if we can change this. No, still not getting anything any newer. It won't give me anything else. Yeah, the nuclear codes. He was supposedly hiding them from them. Yeah, that's not good. What are they going to do about it now? I don't have any idea. I don't know what the possibilities even are. Would I like something to be done about it? Absolutely. But there's a whole bunch of shit that I want to see done. And we can start anywhere you want. All right. All right, country. Well, I don't know. And I had that thought myself, Canadian, that maybe this whole deal was kind of planned to stall so the Supreme Court wouldn't feel pressured to listen to or not listen to something. Yep, it is a clown show up there. I agree 100%. But who the hell knows? I mean, every day I think in the government it's a chess game, and they're playing 5D chess, and they're not all idiots. I mean, look how far the left has dragged us down in the last 20 years. They did it slowly, incrementally, and it's because well, yeah, we'll let them have this one. No, we can't do that anymore. We're gonna have to start standing up and fighting back. And unfortunately, we've let it go so far that the only place you're going to make any effect is on your local people. There's too much money in Washington D.C. You're going to have to get people in power in order to have some influence in an upper level. You got to push the power up. You can't take it from the top down. And frankly, I just don't have any confidence in anybody to do anything about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I know if we don't start saving our children, we're in trouble. Because these people will be running a shit show one of these days. It's just like one of the Democrats got up there today and got to screaming and yelling about how his son wanted to run for Congress. That's the problem already. These people have been in there for so long, they've got the money and power to buy the seat. They don't give a shit. It's like I said. You think Trump or Jeffries will be? I don't know. That's exactly right. Well, and that's another hot topic right there, Tanya. I don't think they're going to be able to pass anything anyway. I think 2 more years we're going to have executive orders out our ass. Good God, did anybody see the stack of shit he signed the other day? This has got to stop. They screamed and hollered because Trump was being a dictator because of all these executive orders. What is he, about a third what they've got going now? And this is only 2 years in. I'll look that up tomorrow because I don't remember. Trump actually wrote more executive orders than I thought he did, but most of them didn't have any real effect on anything. Yep. Term limits is, I say campaign finance reform. I say if you take $1 from corporate America, it disqualifies you because that's what's wrong. Used to that it wasn't that way, but it is now. Yes, exactly. We need to bombard the school board meetings and town halls. I'm working on a couple of deals with some towns that are going to start blowing up, and it's going to come backfire on me, and I'll be in a whole bunch of trouble for it. But you know what? I don't give a shit anymore. This stuff's got to stop. It's gotten ridiculous. It's down into some of the places I would have never dreamed that it got. Some people I know personally have sold land to the Chinese government. It's illegal in Oklahoma, and where are Oklahoma legislators? I've actually reached out to one I went to school with, and he hasn't responded, he hasn't looked, he has nothing. So that tells me he doesn't give a shit. That or his phone's blowing up. Maybe it is. I don't know. I know there's a bunch of shit going on in Oklahoma about the turnpike steal. They've been trying to steal land for years to make new turnpikes. The ones we've got aren't owned by Oklahoma. Now, the Indians do own a couple of them, I think, but I'm not sure that they didn't sell out too. And I think they sold out to build their casino. So, I mean, it was kind of a wash to them. They just needed the money for something else. I'm all about the casinos. Ain't none of anybody else's business what I do with my money. Well, I hope you're right. What's up, Happy Two Bears? How are you? That's right, Nina. I agree. I'll I'll drive halfway across the country to take you to your school board meetings. I don't care. I'll figure it out. I'm actually trying to plan being in Pennsylvania next week on Wednesday for Denise. We're going to try to get a couple cameras going in there. Now it may be a long, boring show because we're going to have to sit through all the bullshit because they'll put them on the agenda last. And I did miss. She was not on the agenda. She was just there's a process they can go through to get on the agenda at that day. So I suggested to her to maybe we try to get her on the agenda first, and then if they try to pull that shenanigan with her the next time, they don't. By law, they are. What's up, Robert? Mr. A. Welcome. But maybe if we can get her on the agenda, it's by law they have to. They have to give her notification, and I don't know what the but okay, Z man. But I don't know how long of notice they have to give her if they're going to change it. But I'm sure it's at least 24 hours. And if 24 hours, we can adjust accordingly, and that won't be a problem. But Wednesday, if everything goes right and I can get this flight booked tomorrow, I'm going to be out there. I've got to get some other stuff lined up before I book my plane. I don't want to be standing at the airport. I know I could get somebody to come pick me up, but I need to have a ride. I need to have a vehicle to get back and forth. So I've got to make sure my cousin's going to be home, and he's not in BFE doing something. Right. It'll be worth it. Did you have to start you a new channel there with Z-Man? I knew you was having some trouble over there. Robert's Z-Man. Okay. I'm not keeping up very well here. But anyway, I don't know. That's kind of where we're headed. Hopefully we can get her. I don't know how much notice she's got to give them to get on the agenda. And like I said, it'll be after the fact. Hopefully it's not a 3 or 4 hour meeting. I can tell you what it's going to say, and Nina can probably tell me what we're up against here. Let me find it here. You guys want to follow her on Twitter too? Okay, I'll drop her Twitter in there. He says it's board facilities committee meetings. So I'm not sure what that is. The curriculum committee meeting was on the 4th, and that's the one that they cheated her out of. And that's all they have. Well, they actually have their regular school board meeting on the 12th. So that's the day after. So I don't know. The 12th may be the one we ought to go to. I don't know. I don't know which would be best. They're both on the 12th. There's a board finance committee meeting, and then there's a regular school board meeting on the 12th. I'll reach out to her tomorrow because I don't know what that would entail. My mother could tell me. She was on the school board in the town I grew up in for 18 years. 14 years maybe. I don't know. When I was a senior, when I was a junior when she got out of it. But the 12th sounds to me like it might be a better play. I don't know. Of course, then we're going to have both the finance meeting and the school board meeting, so it'll definitely be longer. Maybe we go both days. I don't know. I'll talk to her tomorrow because if we go both days, it would make a double whammy trip. We can kick their ass. And she's getting more people involved. If anybody knows anybody up near 20 minutes from Carlisle. I can't tell you what, New Cumberland. Um, that would be interested in getting involved, please let us know, and I'll reach out to them, and we'll see if we can get some numbers up there for safety, because they're going to start coming for her too. I can already smell it. There's all the board members are way lefties, and they like all this stupid shit that's going on, and so they're going to start trying to pull bullshit. It's not if, it's when. We know it's going to happen. We just well get ready for it. Pretty small town. People around here, so parents are involved with their kids. Well, most of them always have a few. Right. I don't know if she did or not, Tennessee. I haven't talked to her personally today. I haven't talked to her since the other day when we were going to do the show. She called me. So I don't know. After I get my trips paid for, I'll definitely send her money for copying, and she's not even able to copy. She doesn't have a copier. She's having to take it somewhere to have it done. But she'll get there. She said it may just take her a little longer if she has to do it by herself. Yes, she is. Thank you. Yeah, she's tough. She's a hoot to talk to. She's passionate about what she's got going on, and she's going, hey, Gerald, how are you, buddy? How have you been? Are you drowning over there? Sounds like everybody on the West Coast is drowning over there. Oh, I was going to put her. I don't know how many of y'all are on Twitter, but she puts a lot of. I'll drop her Twitter in here. And let's go here. Oh, I'm going to have to go to Twitter to find it, I think it's. At Twitter. Yeah, it's bad, but I'm okay. Well, good. I'm glad everything's okay over there. I've seen a lot of videos and a lot of pictures of stuff over there that's underwater really bad. And I talked to those people there. Hopefully, y'all catch a break here before long. Out by the front door. Oh, geez. That's awful. I hate to hear that. How come none of the representatives are sick of wearing masks? I don't know. I didn't see any of them wearing any masks today. Did I miss something? Oh, none of the reps are sick or wearing masks. Now, that's a big pile of garbage, in my opinion. It's like a huge tire. Good grief. Are y'all used to the wind like that, Patriot? Steel? Yeah. Now, around here, you'd have that on a regular basis. We get 40, 50 mile an hour winds on a regular basis here, so that wouldn't be anything new for us. You keep your shit tied down around here, it's gonna get away from you. It's not on their agenda at the moment. Okay. Hi, Stacy. What's up? Yeah, what a day, no doubt. Yeah. No, we never have 50 mile an hour gust. Yeah. Yeah, they elected out of it, Tennessee. From what I know, there was a lot of them said they did, and then they didn't. How's that reasonable for us? I've been watching. I can't even remember what in the hee haw hell, Sissy K. You're late. You're grounded. was all CGI and we're watching on C-SPAN. I don't know. I couldn't answer that one either. Had an awesome rainbow today. That's good. Okay, Nina, thanks for stopping by. Did you take pictures of it, Gerald? Email it to me. I love a good rainbow. Rainbows and waterfalls I'm cool with. The rainbow means that the storm's over and the waterfalls are just pretty. Oh no, Tennessee. I think eventually the lawsuits are just going to go ballistic on that. I hope it takes out all these big pharma people. Hey, Vicky, how are you? I think eventually it'll get blowed up. Anybody seen Dawn? If Dawn's in here, I'll have to go create a new channel to see him, I guess. I think he's got me blocked. I don't know what it is. He doesn't even show up on the restream. Yeah. I don't know. We're in interesting times, that's for sure. Is it going to get any better? I'd like to think so. I'd like to think the next few days would give us some hope. We've been let down so many times in the past 2 years, and we've been told to sit on our ass and not do anything, and this is what we got. So we got to get there. Okay, Sissy. Don and I actually had a really good conversation last night. Disagreed on a lot of stuff and didn't turn into much. Yeah, I actually talked to RH today. He's feeling much better. He said they were finally getting around. He got another strike, Lauren, on his YouTube on a video that he had taken down already. So they've updated their user agreements to now, even if you take it down, and even if you take it down, they can come back and strike you for something you said. So I don't see how that's reasonable. If nobody can see it, why? Okay, Patrick. Cheers, buddy. I don't know. And we're going to keep pushing for Denise. I'll get her links and stuff and drop them again. I don't know what we can do to help there, but she's trying to get signatures. She actually gained 120 signatures since we started pushing a little bit of it out there. So thank everybody that helped her. And like I said, if anybody's got yeah. Yeah, he says he doesn't want a backup channel. I don't know why. He said he's just not going to let him. He's just not going to let them push him around. And I said, well, fighting back's the way to go. We need to book Phil Collins because I feel it's coming in the air. There you go. I hope you're right, Gerald. I really would like to see something happen. We need a win for the right in this country. We need a win for the good people in the country. Right or left. Yeah, they win. So far they're not. We've got 20 strong people that are standing up against the tyrannical system in Washington D.C. and praise God for each and every one of them. And I was real surprised that Marjorie Taylor didn't come out and vote Donald John Trump today. So that tells us where she's at, in my opinion. Yes, we do, Vicky. I called the switchboards all day again today. Sitting in the Hotel California. No doubt. Where you can check out, but you can't never leave. There you go. Yes. Well, she kind of asked for it, Tennessee gal. I like Marjorie Taylor Greene as much as anybody, but I hope you're right, Gerald. I pray you're right. I about did a backflip when Gates got up there today and formally nominated him to be Speaker of the House. We were actually pressuring him on Twitter. We were putting all kinds of stuff on his page today, telling him he needed to officially come out and do it instead of just voting for him. And he finally did. I mean, it didn't help his votes any at all, but still, the fact that he showed he had brass balls and got up there and did it was a big deal to me. Yeah. I don't know what her deal is. I had more confidence in her than I do now. What was her price to stay with McCarthy? Was she staying with McCarthy only because Trump said so, and now that Trump's backed off of that, is now it's just not okay, or what is it? I don't know. When is the movie going to become funny? I don't know. I sure wish the hell it would. He's on roid rage. She could be. 4'3", just for show. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Yes, he did say that if he now because I had to go back and read that, Gerald. He said that he would accept it as long as there were fair elections, I believe. Yeah, I don't know. Can't say either one. What's up, Engine 10? How are you? I don't know. Every day is going to get a little more interesting because these rats are starting to squirm. Both sides are squirming, and I think they know if the 20 don't give, that they can't beat them. And I don't see the Democrats giving in. Now, will the Democrats get scared that John Trump's going to be the Speaker of the House and vote for McCarthy? Now that's a possibility. It could be a pressure move too, trying to get them to push the line instead of giving in. Maybe they're trying to get them guys to push the line. I'm not going to be happy with McCarthy, and if McCarthy doesn't do what we say, I'm going to call his office every day and tell him what a piece of shit he is until he sends somebody after me, and we'll deal with whatever we can deal with. I don't care anymore. I don't know. I know it was pretty interesting to watch them squirm. Maybe I don't know. At first, they were kind of laid back and they expected all this to happen. But when they went through so many votes, I think they really thought they were going to lose something, and they didn't. So I don't know. I don't know what y'all's thoughts are. But sounds like all bullshit to me. Well, we should be questioning all of them, Stacy. I don't know, Mary. I wished I was there. I've got to where I don't trust anybody else's stuff anymore. Everybody kept saying when we went to Washington D.C. that there was nobody in Washington. It was a ghost town. No, it was not. It was busy as hell. Why won't they start early? Oh yeah, hangovers. Yeah, I'm sure that's it. Yeah, I know, Stacy. Um, I question them all though. Yeah, I figured they're going to do enough cocaine in the morning, Lauren. But I did see a video today that said that they put the bottles of whiskey up to try to get to try to keep a clear head through this stuff, dude. Hey, Guardian, what's up? I hope you're right. I just hope this is the battle we win. I will appreciate. Thank you, Patrick. I'm just trying to voice my opinion. You know, um, and I'm trying to. I want to make a difference in what we're doing. I know on a national level, we're probably not ever going to have much push or anything. I would concentrate on the local, and I'm still going to stir up the pot on the top. That's the best thing to do. I appreciate your comment, though. Denise and Pamela have kind of given me a second wind of this because I was about ready to give up. It just didn't feel like we were getting anywhere. And then Pamela reached out, and then or Denise reached out. I reached back out to her, and then we got involved with Pamela. And when you talk to people that are out on the ground and you're trying to help people out on the ground, it's a big difference when you start seeing some results, even if they're bad results. So it is what it is. Uh, we gotta have losses in our battles before we can get wins, because that's what makes us smarter and stronger. Compare how they are voting to the 338 on 2238. Well, okay, and I would agree with that too, Brenda. I actually would. But some of those people that are listed on there are still on the 20. Um, on the 20. What's up, Rhino?
Oh, same shit, different day.
Same shit, different day. That was an interesting day, though. I don't know whether you watched some of that shit show up there today. It was pretty comical. I think they're squirming like rats with the tunnel flooding. See, I don't know that they'll ever. You don't have enough people on either side that likes Donald Trump to support him for being speaker. But I think it's funny as hell that somebody had enough balls to stand up there and say it. He said he was going to. Some time ago, he asked Trump. He said, "Well, at one of Trump's rallies, he said, how about Speaker of the House?" And the crowd really liked that. What's up, Nutmeg?
There we go. Now I can hear you.
All right, you have your volume turned down?
No, I don't know. The headset stopped working for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, I hate that when mine's not working. You had to turn on the speaker. I had to turn mine up too a little bit. I can't get too loud. We got company.
Uh-oh. Well, this shit just, I mean, okay, Donald Trump puts out on True Social, oh, well, I'm going to go after the cartels with the military when I get inaugurated or reelected. I'm like, huh? I'm like,
Well, see, and I heard but everybody was twisting that today too. They said that he had already sent them after him. No, that's not what it said.
well,
If you go back and read the original tweet, what they were. There was people trying to spin it to say to prove that he was still in charge. Okay, well, if he was still in charge, how could he be Speaker of the House? Well, those things aren't possible. You can't even nominate him. They would have to keep that hush hush, in my opinion.
I would think, well, the one that got me is Kevin McCarthy's wearing the Ukrainian flag and a Ukrainian hanky in his suit jacket. So I'm like, really?
Right. Okay, I didn't spell it right. But,
well, I think it's just interesting. I think it's interesting that SG09's wife was involved in an accident. I say,
involved in an accident.
Yeah, she's injured somehow. It didn't say how, but she's I don't know. He's going to be off for a little while. So I said that's kind of interesting.
Sounds like a donation bank to me.
I don't know.
I've seen some of these guys do the strangest things for it. His name, I can't even remember his name now. One of them, he used to say, "Hell, every time I get a channel clip down, I make $30,000." Really? You gonna brag about that on your live stream? I'd be tearing my channel down to make $30 grand.
Well, I don't know what they're. I don't know what they're proud of Ukraine for, but they're gonna get a present from Putin here real soon and keep the fucking shit up.
Trump
I'm
came
just
out
saying.
for his support for Donald. Okay, I didn't know that either. I did know that he was trying to push away from McCarthy at some point today. Ukraine, man. I don't know. I know we got a hell of a mess. Either way, I don't see it doing anything but a bunch more examples because they're not going to pass anything. My opinion.
Well, I don't understand why they're putting this on as a public show. I mean, wouldn't they have all called each other over Christmas break and had this shit ironed the fuck out beforehand? I
No,
would
because
think.
McCarthy had Trump standing behind him, and he thought he already had it in the bag.
Well, no. What's up, Patriot Missile? I have no. Well, that just shows how out of touch with reality these people are.
Well, did you hear the guy jump up there today and said his Congress, and he went on a big rampage? There's your problem. The same families have been ruling this country for too long. Until and everybody said term limits. Term limits is not going to do anything. He's going to get his son in, and the son's going to shove the same crap up our ass that they're doing now. Nothing's fixed.
Well, realistically, not to be nasty, but I mean, they should break into the office, throw all McCarthy shit out, and say, "Excuse me, sir, you're not fucking speaker yet. Get your shit the fuck out of here." But I guess that's just me.
One thing for sure, we can all agree this is the biggest shit show ever. That's exactly right. No doubt.
Well, that's why I put Mr. Turd back as my avatar. Yeah. It's no, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. There's the link right there. I'll grab it on my phone. I'll have to email it to you. Oh, it's gonna make me log in. No. Oh yeah, this is what I put out on True Social. So I've been monitoring the voting of the House Mar-a-Lago, and I'm disappointed. Kevin and I spoke last night, and he made certain promises that he has not kept. Very, very sad. Many are now saying Kevin is part of the problem. Enough is enough, Kevin. The swamp needs to be drained, and it seems that we need new leadership, and the House members should now rally behind Byron Donalds, who will be sure to push the MAGA agenda, get her done. Oh, looky there. We got hot girls in chat.
I know. I'm breaking out the baby oil as we speak. Oh my God! Woo! Breaking out the baby oil as we speak. God damn! Our girl.
That's pretty good, though.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Tomorrow,
did I
the
read
full
that right?
moon. Oh, shit.
Girls right first. The hell does that mean? I'm lost with that one.
What did it say?
It said our girls right first or something. I'm like, what?
Our girls right first. I
What
don't
the
know.
fuck does that mean? They're going to teach us
This
cursive
be a
writing
dating
while
site. They probably got bots over there that want you to donate to their whatever, and then so you can go watch them live. The OnlyFans. Yeah, I'm sure they will right first.
I'd like to know. I just for shits and giggles like to know where that shit from.
218. Personally, I'd nominate Trump tomorrow, January 6th. Matt, I think that he will be nominated again. But I don't think that the Rhino Republicans are willing to swallow their pride and try to save this country. That's what I'm afraid of. It's not business as usual to them. They're used to business as usual, and a lot of them went to Ukraine and stuffed their pockets full of money to
Well, put it this way, you really don't want it to go through into the weekend because you only need to buy off about 10 of them motherfuckers or compromise 10 of them fuckers and it's all over with.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Lauren. I don't know where it starts. I'm all in. Somebody show me the fuse. I'll like the son of a bitch.
Whoa, 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 Tennessee girl, I can tell you all about Dan Crenshaw. He's a former Navy SEAL. Well, when Navy SEALs get together, it's just like they were never apart. It's like, hey, brother, what's up? Hey, bud. It ain't like that with Dan Crenshaw. Ain't nobody get near his ass. He's like he fucking shit his pants and stinks. They don't even say fucking squat one to him. So that shows you right there that Dan Crenshaw is a bought piece of shit from the deep state. So
Well,
the
he
one
come
eye
out.
fucking
Yeah, he come out and made a bunch of shit comments about the Constitution and why this and why that. If the Brunson brothers case has any weight to it at all, it's that they do require 10 days to analyze and make evaluations, and the fact that they did vote for that to go ahead and certify an election with a representative and a senator both on the signed off on it, and then they broke the law, in my opinion. I don't, I don't trust the election. I don't care what anybody says. If we had any, if there was any, it's the easiest fix in the world. Everybody gets a control number, whatever the number is on your voter ID. Period. That's it. That's your number. Nothing. You can look at the numbers and look your number up. Period. Over. And if it's not right, you go back to the board and raise hell with them. Dan Crenshaw is like untamed LaGuardia.
No, that would be too much like right, Travis. Come on. We can't have that. What the fuck? It'd be too much like right. Come on. Can't have shit that way. Nothing. Can't have stuff do normal shit like that. No. That'd be like putting your socks on,
Who the hell's Zinky? You never seen Zinky with Crenshaw? Who's Zinky? Come on, Jeff B.
Zelensky, probably.
Zelensky? Yeah.
Guess.
Sure.
I guess that's who Zinky is.
That's true. The ones that have been over there is the ones I'm worried about.
I'm telling you what, you don't want these Republicans going through the weekend because I'm telling you, you only need to get 10 to get bought or compromised. And they're in a world of fucking hurt.
Hell, we can lose 6 and be compromised. Done.
Right.
They've held, the left has held a true vote 12-12. And 218 is what it takes. So it takes 6.
The ones they were saying shit about Liz Cheney, I said, oh, that would be just. It wouldn't be funny, but it would be funny.
Oh, the SEAL Team 6 commander. Okay.
Oops. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Yeah, the
got to order me a food.
Go right ahead. Yeah, SEAL Team 6 commander was in T administration and then ran for Congress. Okay. I didn't know that was who that was. Yeah, no doubt. Why don't you see those two chumming up to each other? Good question. I don't think we will either, Tanya. I think it's going to be a shit show for a while. And the longer it drags on, the less the harm they can do to what's left of their freedoms in this country, in my opinion. Zelensky, yeah. In 1855, took them 2 months to pick. Yeah, I think it went 133 votes, didn't it, Matt? I've heard that several times today. I want them to all sit there and sweat because they can't vote on one thing other than Speaker of the House till it's all done. around there. Yeah, okay, yeah. Um, that's pretty amazing to me. What's up, Tennessee? I don't think they'll vote. I don't think they'll nominate Chip Roy. I like Chip Roy. There's several of them we could put in there, but um, I don't know. Let me see. Every time we go through an E, it takes weeks to get through the results. You're right. You want to drink with Nancy? All I would do is throw up. I'm sure, Jeff B. I don't know. She might be interesting to shit talk to. God, can you imagine the conversation you could have with that crazy bitch? I don't know. She'd make a Billy Goat puke. She's seen Representative Sparks take apart the Congress for politicizing Ukraine. Be Shagger.
Jeff B. Jeff B's got a hard on for Nancy Pelosi. He wants some of that old cooter. Woo!
He should have to drink.
Oh my goodness, Jeff B's going to be out there with high karate on trying to attract her. Hey, Nancy, I got some ice cream for you, big girl. Woo, hey, baby.
I don't think I could even outdrink.
Expensive ice cream.
I don't think I could even outdrink nasty Nazi Pelosi.
Oh my God, she comes with her own wagon. Hey, I got my own wagon. Yeah. Jeff B's going to wheel with some Godzilla and ice cream. Hey, baby, I got some expensive Haagen-Dazs and some Godzilla and rice. You want to come out over? I'll turn the lights down low. Yeah.
Sissy K says she's a pro. I never thought about it though, Jeff. She might get you drunk and take advantage of you.
Hey, stand by when she pops out the dentures and just does a little gummy activity. No shit. Woo.
I don't even want to look. Is that what happens? Lay off the crack.
He's going for the money.
Put the crack pipe down, Jeff.
Yeah. Tell you what, he better go back to the VA and get some better drugs. He needs ones that knock him out altogether instead of just putting him into delusional state. Ah. Oh, Nancy. Ooh.
She walks in like Grandma Happy from Gilmore.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. If it got down to the bra and panty shit, I think my ass would be puking its ass off and hope I just fucking die. Woo! Now, you know what that's going to be. That's going to be the main attraction when you go to hell. Woo! Nancy Pelosi and porn. Oh, shit!
I don't even want to be.
That's worse than the dude chasing you with a damn pitchfork. Oh my goodness! Tell me you ain't gonna be like screaming. Gouge my eyes.
Awkward's asking if she's a man or a woman, and I'm not gonna go find out. Okay.
Hey, I don't know. Ask Jeff. He's got camel toe. Oh, this ought to be fun. We shall see. I don't have my sticker on, but oh well. The plate should come.
Sure, you can come up on panel, Tennessee. You know you're always welcome up here. Nasty Nazi Pelosi. Pelosi tag team. Can you imagine that, Jeff? AOC on one side and Nasty Nancy on the other. Hell, what's the other one out there in California? Maxine Waters. We'll get you a three-way. That's gonna hurt. Crocodile Dundee test. That's exactly right.
Better hope you don't wake up from that one.
Oh my God.
Better hope you don't wake up from that one. Ooh. That's my favorite place.
Okay, I dropped it for you. Just right above your head there, Tennessee. I'll drop it again. Here, I'll just tag you in it. That way you'll see it. There we go. Now I got you. Now for the Sanfords.
Yeah, that's about right. Got a mobile order, ZW35.
ZW35.
Yep.
As long as AOC serves the drinks. Hey, she may spike them for you there. Yeah.
All
right. That's funny. If they can ever get me that hammer, I'd pass out.
Well, you know, that's like a Snoop Dogg probably trying to get with Martha Stewart. Man, I'm going to have to get me a mini bale of hay to go to sleep tonight.
Did you order 6 number 5s? Is that Jeff B's asking?
No, I got the large Coke and a free fry. Ooh, I got the medium. I got the fish burger from Burger King earlier. Got some fish.
You ought to be careful, Jeff. They may be hammering on you when it's all said and done. Bring in Paul on you. Do I think Trump will show up in Congress tomorrow since he's nominated today? I don't know. They have to nominate him every time. So I would love for him to walk through the door because you could literally hear those people shit when he walked through the door. Reminds me of a beat up tow truck pulling a car full of 70-year-old hookers. As of tonight, he's in Florida. What's the code, Travis, for the number? Oh, you don't need a code. Just click it and it'll bring you in. We stopped by this. Hey, Julie, thank you so much for the coffees last night. I really appreciate it. Jeff, you're going to need this. It's 2 hammers and 2 cigarettes.
Oh, and he's going to use some Godzilla and fucking ice cream to woo her.
No doubt.
Got that expensive Haagen-Dazs special there, Jeff.
Hey, Pamela, what's up? Good news, Pamela. I don't know whether you heard last night or not, but Denise has gotten 120 new signatures up there. So very, very happy for her. I heard about Lauren Boebert on Hannity. I guess she chewed his ass. Bring the whipped cream. It's pretty good when we can sit here and make fun of those idiots because they're laughing at us.
Right.
We're not a pimple on their ass, and they know it. That we'll never be able to touch them at that level. Yeah, he might need some preparation age because he did. He got his ass ripped. I think he's a pup for the uniparty. Some of the shit he's doing now. I'm not happy with Hannity. He stands in an echo chamber. He says the same thing every day. He doesn't have anything else. Getting all other places. Awesome.
Yeah, this dude does.
Yep, all swamp rats. Turned the garden hose on and was drowned them. Drowned the rats. There are always going to be a few of them escape, but we can at least make an honest effort at it. Nope, I haven't heard Trust the Plan yet. I'm waiting for it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Trust the plan of what? Oh, yeah. Where this dickhead goes.
I would agree with that, Gerald. Asteroids ought to be hemorrhoids, and hemorrhoids ought to be asteroids. Oh, I don't have a code. If you just click the link, Tennessee, it'll bring you right up there. It'll bring you right in the back room. I'm not using Zoom.
Woohoo. We shall see. We shall see.
Oh, good. We got hot girls again. You ready?
Oh, shit. You know why? Because I knew Jeff was panting. I hope with some that are 65 or older.
Got Lord.
Come on, man. I hope we got some that are 65 or older. Oh, my.
Yeah, use Chrome. It'll bring you right up, Tennessee.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Stay up your signal, that.
I just dropped it in chat, Tennessee. I tagged you in it. Here, I'll tag you in it again. Yeah, you're on Chrome. Okay, well, Chrome's, they say Chrome's one of the better ones. There you go. Race hard. That's right. What's up, Stacy? All right. Book girl's in the house. What's that, book girl?
Oh boy.
Hello.
There you are. There you are.
You can hear me? Hey, can you hear me? How are you?
Yep. Old, tired, and grouchy, but it's a good day. I'm above ground.
Yeah, I hear that. Tired and grouchy. And I wanted to talk to you really quickly. You know how Denise is going to this?
Yes.
Right. Website where they have the information about the meeting times and all that. And I just wanted to clear up a couple things, and that is, is the time for board meetings at that district, but committee meetings are at 4:30, and so we have a Board of Education here, and they make these calendars a year. So you were going and saying how they switched the time on her. She might have misread it, but to mischaracterize it and make it knew Denise was coming, and so immediately switch the time isn't quite accurate. So, because I know
What
this
what
is the
she
search
what
for truth, and
Cheryl is what she thinks was happening, but girl, she was going to every school board meeting before the first of the year. They were at 6:30, and she didn't look at. And after the first of the year, it was 4:30. So, and it turned out better anyway because she picked up 120 extra signatures and people that are willing to go and do some good with her. So that actually Wednesday is the Wednesday, I believe, next Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know. I'm going to talk to her because they've got meetings both days. Now, let me ask you this. Let me get in here and find this. Right here.
Yeah, this was the West Shore School. Said committee meetings are held 4:30 at the Administrative Center for Education, Fishing Creek Road, Lewisberry, in the boardroom. So it says it on the website, and it's been. So I just wanted to be clear. You know, I don't want it to sound like the Board of Education owns around. That's just not accurate. This has been on the website for months.
Well, and I
that.
Tennessee, I've tagged you in it about, I don't know, several times, but she just took for granted that this time, because this was the first time after the first of the year that they've met, and
I know it was definitely just
took
like
for granted that it was at,
she
took for granted that it was at 6:30 because all the other meetings that she had been to was at 6:30, but she's still thinking that it's going to be all right because she, you know, she's gotten some support behind her now. So
right,
they're having a board finance committee meeting and the regular school board meeting on the 12th, and they're having the board facilities committee meetings on the 11th. I would think it would be better for her to go to the regular school board meeting to get on the agenda to do her thing than just go to the board faculties committee meeting, wouldn't you?
Right. I do. I think the rate is the best because that's when they definitely have public commentary. The other committee meetings, it depends on do public comment on committee meetings. It really does depend on the district. So she might want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, the one she wanted on was the curriculum meeting, and that's the one that she missed because that's where they were putting some of this stuff in. I don't know whether you heard her on the other night of some of the stuff that she found on the iPads of her grandsons.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure what she was saying. She was talking about different kinds of things. I don't even know. Teacher in junior high school, and I was really appreciative of Rhino the other day, who he in his chat he was able to look up some information, and it got me really thinking. You know, I'm a teacher, and I have over 100 kids every single year. You know, and if 5% are LGBTQ, that means I got every year 5 or 6 room who are not straight, you know, and they need representing else. So I was really proud of our district that last year we introduced a book. It's the Board of Education unanimously approved it. The English teachers approved, parents agreed, but we put it in circulation as part of a whole series of books that they could pick from. A character in it. And this is a book for 13-year-olds. There's nothing sexual about it, inappropriate about it. And like I said, the parents have to agree to it. And I was kind of nervous to type, but I thought since
on her kindergarten grandson,
take it like case by case and look at the particular assignment in the particular book. They're coming to school, and you know, 5% of them are LGBTQ, 5%
No.
and the vast majority of folks are all for their being represented.
No. The shit does not belong in the public schools.
But
if you
want to
taught it crap at home.
And I would agree. If you want to teach them reproduction in their junior and senior years, I'm perfectly fine with that. But if you're teaching kindergartners that it's okay to go over and play with little boys' Peters, and I'm not cool with that. And some of that stuff is directed. Okay, well, that's another reason I wanted to go up there, because I'm going to show some of this stuff that's on this iPad. I'll do a live, and I want to see the things that are on it, because I don't have the proof of it. If you have one article that's the thing in the bathroom, I'll always get two. That's why I haven't dropped that. Tennessee's having hell over here.
Yeah, that cat litter thing that came out of Midland, Michigan, on December 20th, 2021. So a little over a year ago, and a mother got up to speak at a board meeting the way Denise wants to, and said that told one of her children that there was a rumor going around about X in some other school, but it was never proven.
Cutting out really bad, but girl.
What is?
Yeah, you're cutting out real bad. Yeah, no.
Oh,
For some reason your microphone just got really rough. It was cutting out, so I didn't hear any of what you were saying.
I'm saying that there's no litter boxes. That was a rumor.
Okay, well, I have found an article that supports it. I've only found one article that supports it. Until I find two, I won't drop any of them.
I hear you. That's fair. But and I hear they don't want any of this in the schools. But you know, what am I to do? By his own statistic, I've got of those children in my class every single year.
Well, and that's okay. What age group are you teaching? What age group are you teaching?
13.
What age group? 13?
8th grade.
Okay, they're in 8th grade.
They already got boys crushing on girls. I got girls crushing on boys, and 5% boys and girls crushing on girls. I don't want them to feel bullied and be made to feel like they have
and that's
to
why
be visible and hide.
And there's another reason that I say that none of this stuff belongs. None of the moral issues belong in our schools, because those kids need to go to school and be kids. They can be whatever they want to be, but just leave that to them. They're not old enough to make their minds up. Look at the suicide rate in the trans community right now. It's awful, because those people, a lot of them think they've made mistakes and they've killed themselves for it. And I think a lot of it's because they were too young to know what they were doing.
So, you know,
that alone makes my case.
Right. Teacher, when we teach novels and literature, we look at themes. And, you know, little kindergartners start learning about moral issues. When I say moral issues, I mean sharing, perseverance, loyalty, taking responsibility. I mean, it's taught in school, especially their parents, standing up for what's right, telling the truth, having courage, being cooperative. Those are the moral issues I'm talking about.
Well, okay, well those I'll get behind. But if abortion to me is a moral issue, the government has no business in it. Period. They don't even belong in it at the state level. That's a personal choice that somebody makes. And I know people are going to hate on me, but I'll guarantee you, I've saved a child, and it happened to be my grandson, by sitting down and educating my children and having a conversation with them. I felt like that we had enough of a bond that I could talk to her about this, and voila, done.
And this is why it's so important. And I love it. Like right now, I'm going to be teaching John H. Tremaine, American Revolution. And you want to talk about moral issues. Boy, that comes up there. Love of country, freedom, doing the right thing, knowing the right thing, being loyal, themes in this very patriotic novel that I'm going to be starting tomorrow.
Well, and I agree with you. You know, we need to teach these children to be able to tell the truth and not be afraid to, um, you know, to talk to people about stuff. But there's so, you know, I don't think religion belongs in the schools. I'm sorry, I'll get hated on that for that. We said the Lord's Prayer every morning. I don't believe that. Does the Pledge of Allegiance belong in our schools? Absolutely, because I think our children don't respect what our flag stands for and how we got our freedoms. So I mean, I agree with you on a lot of the stuff. You know, we need to teach the children some moral issues, but I think that sexual preference is none of that, and religion is none of that. And, you know, that's just the way I feel.
Well, you know,
I mean,
I hear you. And one of the other issues to be talked about in to be a man, and you know, in several of the books that I do, we were talking about, you know, how step up, and they have in their sense of knowing right from right women. And there's one book that we do, and it's set in the 1930s in Mississippi, and it's an African American family. There's most definitely systemic racism in that novel, and one of the uncles, and you know, even though there's incredible racism, this family in no way are how to fight. They know how to stay loyal and stick together and keep hope alive for the next generation. The uncle tells his son, his nephew, that, you know, a man never blames someone. And I just love that quote. You know, you got to take responsibility. You know.
Well, and that's a lot of what's wrong with our society today is children don't know there's any consequences for things that they do. I think that's a lot of what's wrong with what's going on in America today. You're seeing a lot of these children. I guarantee you, my mother reaches up, hits me with a stick if I say something out of line. And if I did 10% of what these kids did, she'd just shoot me because she knows there's consequences that are going to be involved. We've lost a lot of that.
But you know, I just keep going back to it. You folks, they're in our schools, they're in our churches, they're in the hospitals, they're in police stations, the Democrat Party, they're on our military, they're on our sports teams. You know, they're out our society, and I just feel very strongly that they have to be not elevated, but you know, I feel like they've been second-class citizens for as long as I've been alive, and
right.
For me to feel this one book, and I'm going to tell you the name of the book so you could look it up, and it's called King and the Dragon. You know, a boy whose brother, one of the things he says before he dies is that other boy, because that other boy is gay, and you don't want people thinking you're gay, do you? And then his brother lived with that, and he's got to figure out, should he be loyal to a friend even though that friend is gay too, or should he cut him and abandon them?
Right.
So that's the kind of moral issues we talk appropriate. There's no hand holding, there's no talk of, you know, genitalia. It's just, you know, 18-year-olds trying to just live in contemporary America and make sense of the world. Written. So I recommend you take a look at it. It's called King and the Dragonflies.
Yep. Get me the name of it. I'll look through it and I'll give you my opinion on it.
It's in calendar. Like a
Tanya's got a really good question. Tanya's got a really good question here. Just ask her what she thinks about boys born male using the girls' bathrooms and locker rooms. See, I'm against all that. There's too many schools that are covering up sexual harassment incidents, and some of them even rape.
What's going to happen is that they're going to spend money on facilities and arrange bathrooms than they are. Too much shenanigans go on in bathrooms anyway in our schools, and in locker rooms. I mean, you know, if you get 20, 30 girls in a locker room, or there's going to be a few lesbians in there.
Well,
already,
yeah,
nothing to do with the trans.
I would agree with that.
They need a lot more. I think they need a lot more individual privacy.
Well,
That's what I'd like.
but I think mixing them has caused more problems than they've more problems than they've solved solutions.
Kids are.
I'll check. We can do some. We'll do some checking on statistics and see what the numbers are. But a lot of that stuff's not being reported right now. I'm actually talking to some people that are suing one of their children sexually molested in the school, and the school board actually arrested the parents for standing up for the children. And there's a big deal going on there. And so I'm anxious to see how some of this comes out.
Look, Canadian.
I agree. We don't need to normalize
stuff. I'm acknowledging that we have always had, according to Rhino, 5 point stations are LGBTQ. That's it. It's not a matter of normality. I'm not putting anything into their heads. They're coming to me with it in their heads, in my door that way. I'm not turning anybody gay. This stuff, and it's no business in the schools at any time, and teachers have no business putting it in any of the kids' heads. They're coming in, crushing, boys crushing on boys, girls crushing on teachers have that in their heads.
Okay, well, some people would disagree with that.
They can disagree, but they got no facts.
Oh, I think this family that I'm talking to has enough facts that's been shoved on their children. You're saying it's not happening. I'm telling you it is happening. And they're the ones that ended up in trouble for it. And now the lawsuit's probably going to cremate the school's budget. I'll guarantee you.
I hope it does. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's not that many. Just like you want to be a transgender. You know what? You don't play on the guys' team. You don't play on the girls' team. You go make your own fucking swim team and throw all the little turds in the same pool that want to be what they are and let them compete against each other. You don't go on the men's team. You don't go on the females team because you're neither. You're a hybrid. So you go on the hybrid team. Simple as that. Get rid of all this bullshit. Yep. And I got news for you. It's coming from mainstream media, because for that smaller percentage, then why does everybody know about this shit? Because they're stuffing it down our fucking throat. And it doesn't need to be stuffed down our throat.
Pushing an agenda. Correct. Agreed.
So, the biggest thing that's happened in this country the last 20 years, if you bred the male out of the fucking male, and look what it's got you. A bunch of wussy pussers in this country that can't stand up to do shit. You can find. They bred the warrior instinct out of the male. Can't play dodgeballs because there's winners and losers. Guess what? It's 16. Johnny finds out from the real world that he's a fat, pimply ass, and he's not going to get no kind of chick unless he changes it. Simple as that. Life is brutal. Life is real, and it'll smack you in the face no matter how much you've been coddled from it from the time. When you hit 16, real life hits you in the face like a set of fins from a fish. Boom! Oh my God, I didn't know. Sorry, Johnny needs to feel a little hate and discontent. Johnny needs to sit there in his corner and not have anything around him and sit there and contemplate. That's all we got today is distraction, social media. Oh, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Oh, the kid's got to have something in his hands at every time. The worst thing you do with a kid is stick him in the corner with nothing around him for 5 minutes. He'll go freaking nuts.
Tennessee girl thinks we ought to Tennessee girl thinks don't submit other kids to it and make them suffer. What should we do? Remove to sit next to a gay child? Tennessee? Is that what you think?
I don't know. I didn't. Link is being sent from secondary account chat. Weird. Account bad connection. I don't know.
With kids who are gay.
I don't have chat. So.
Hey, Jeff B, you want to know how to be a man, I'll tell you how to be a man. How about you in a photograph actually at a Trump rally when you were talking to Helen Wendell in November, go to Trump rallies, and you said, no, I don't go to Trump rallies. I don't like going to Trump rallies. And you saw yourself at a Trump rally, supposedly. Was that you? Man up and tell us. Now, yes, I was at a Trump rally as security, or no, I wasn't at a Trump rally as security. I'll be quiet while Jeff answers the question. You know,
yeah, I couldn't hear the question. I'm not sure he heard it either. You were breaking up again really bad. I don't know if everybody else can hear it or if it's just me.
My signal's bouncing like a tennis ball.
I would like to... Travis?
Uh-huh.
Are you able to unblock Travis? Are you able to unblock me in chat?
You shouldn't be blocked in chat. I've checked several times.
I am blocked in chat. And it is your channel, so I imagine I'm telling you I cannot chat in your chat. The only time I can talk to you is this way, and I don't want to like monopolize your...
I'll go look again, but I've looked a couple times. Every time you've asked me, I go look.
Well, I'm not able to chat in your Travis 55, and I was able to chat. Remember, I was able to chat in 59, and then I made mention how I did, and I think Shift Kicker got mad at me and blocked me. So I'm telling you.
Well,
and I know it is.
I'm telling you how screwed this is. How screwed YouTube is. Don has a wrench in my channel, and I can't see him. How does that work?
Yeah, I know.
I can't see him on YouTube or in the restream. Neither one.
Notice Jeff don't have to answer for a fucking thing to you or anyone else. Notice how he was never working 6 years. You know, Savannah thinks he was in that picture rally. She believes that. She believes that. And up and say, yes, I work security, or no, I didn't work security.
Okay, but realistically, what does that answer get us? What does that answer prove or get us?
Directness.
Okay, I dropped a link in chat. This is a gay TikToker, and he's pissed at the LGBTQ community, grooming, and all of these. I just dropped one of his TikToks. But go in there and find it. Oh no, but the chat was still talking about it. So the gay community is not about it either. I can give you 20 of them. I have seen Jeff B's documents on the FBI. No shit.
That's a gentleman.
Where does that get us?
I can't see the links at all. Tennessee, I'm tagging you in. There's no reason. Even if you're on Top Chat, you should be able to see this.
Hey, Travis.
Yes, ma'am.
Unclear. Did Jeff B actually fly in an airplane with ballots from Arizona? No.
He never said ballots. He said paperwork. He said when they fly around, he said, well, the rumor going around was made up bullshit. He said, could it be? He doesn't know. He says when they fly in these planes with these documents, they don't know what they're moving. They don't know. That's exactly what he told me word for word, I believe. And if I'm wrong, just straighten me out there.
He won't straighten you out. He likes to be vague. The moral issue of honesty and directness, Jeff B lacks that. So he would fail my class when it comes to he's no man.
Oh, yeah. and yet you would be the great.
Continue, just like most teachers are going to be continuing having our LGBT represented. We're not pushing it on anybody. We're not grooming anybody. But having dozens and dozens of books
here,
that have a gay theme, I need to get that. And a gay character. they're going to be represented and welcome in my classroom.
Well, having them welcome in your classroom is one thing, but some of the LGBTQ community is pushing these children to where they're pushing their agenda. That's a fact. I will drop you 20 people that I follow from the gay community that not support any of this. They're tired of the children being given hormone blockers, and they're not going to have it anymore. They need to let these children grow up and figure out what they want to do, because if they don't, they're going to the suicide rate is going to go through the roof. There's people that are pushing these children to change their agenda. And I can, like I said, I follow 20 people on TikTok, and they're all gay, and they're not happy about the LGBT community pushing any of this stuff. Now, are all of them? I have no idea. But the ones that are doing it, I mean, we have representative, or what was it, a mayor or somebody that come out and said, "Oh, we need a drag queen in every school, every grade school." No, we don't.
You're going to find extreme. You're going to find people on the left who are outrageous. There's no question, and I don't buy into any of that. I'm a middle of the road kind of person. The other thing that disturbs me, let me just say this, and I've seen this on Rhino's chat and on your chat. When I hear things like Louisiana governor, who I think is an Indian American, and calling it's really not cool, Travis. You know,
it's called what now?
And the other day you were talking about Louisiana governor Jindal, I think his name is. Rhino's chat that he looked like a towel head to you.
I don't know anything about Louisiana, so you got that backwards. I don't think the Louisiana government ever came up on my show.
It was 14.
Never come up on my show.
Jindal is Indian descent, as in the country. Okay, so what? Okay, what does it really matter if we call somebody from the Taliban a towelhead? Oh, do we give a rat's ass what we call them?
This is on 12:29, 14 minutes.
So if we offend them, what happens? Nothing happens. You're just offended. It doesn't change anything. I have people try to offend me all the time. I don't let it offend me anymore. You know why? Because it doesn't change anything. All it does is cause a bunch of emotions. That's another part of what's wrong with our society is everybody's offended over everything. When I was in high school, I had two best Mexican fellas. I called them Taco and Burrito, and me and my best friend, we were underclassmen. We took care of these kids. And me and my buddy, we were dog and hamburger to them, and they thought that's hilarious, and they still do to this day. Nobody was offended. It's all about what we're teaching our children. Oh, well, they shouldn't say that to you. That hurts my feelings. Nah, come on. We got to toughen up a little bit. We have to. Let's see if I can get this. Well, maybe not. There we go. Hopefully. Okay. Copy. I don't know whether you can grab a link address out of the private chat. It may put it in there backwards too. I don't know. Here, Book Girl, I'm dropping this in there for you. I'm going to drop it in the regular chat too. I didn't watch it, but I know what it says pretty much. This is Conservative Ant. He's from Miami, Florida. Good kid, good conservative kid. He's gay as all get out, and he's not shy about it. But he's a good. He calls it as it is. I agree, Bill. If we teach fundamentals in school, and she made a very great point about teaching some of the moral issues. Hey, Area 111. She made a great point. We need to teach these children not to lie. We need to teach them not to steal. Those are moral issues as well. But that separate everything from everything else. I mean, those are just everyday things. When we start making agendas part of our curriculum, whatever, I don't agree with it on any level.
Well, yeah, that was one reason why I wanted to hop up, because I knew once I told you what the moral issues were that you probably agree with me, and so I'm glad that you do.
Well, and I was pretty sure by the conversation we were having in there that we did agree, because I agreed with you. I don't think that any of our that Christian values need to be taught in our schools either. I think we need to be teaching them to our children. If you believe that, if you don't believe that, then you'll teach your children what your moral issues are. In our chats on these conversations, I don't think we've ever really disagreed. I was just trying to clarify that I don't believe that any of the sexual stuff needs to be taught to these kids. If you want to teach them,
but here's the thing:
reproduction, that's all fine and dandy, but they're going to have to understand there's two genders. There's not 47 or whatever they're claiming. What's up, Ryan? Ryan Hammock's my brother from Fitch down the road here. I'm going to go see him and drink beer with him tomorrow. All right, Tennessee, I see you down there. Your signal's crap, but yeah, I think we agree a whole hell of a bunch on what we need to be teaching our children.
And I don't know why Dan thinks anything shit.
It's working.
What demonic shit?
Oh.
When we have 330 million people in this country, we're a diverse population coming into our schools, and so they're going to have to learn about different kinds of people, learn even how to get along.
No.
I don't think teaching children is the way. Because just like I said, look at the trans community today. The suicide rate is awful, and those children aren't really big enough to make their mind up. Okay, so we won't. So if we're going to start letting them change their gender at 7, then they just well be drinking beer and driving a car, in my opinion. If you're going to be that ridiculous with it, let's be that ridiculous with it.
I'm not myself. That I haven't seen. But Tennessee.
I know several people that have tried to get their young children trans operations, and I don't believe it.
I don't think they do operations on children.
They are trying.
Bullshit.
They're trying to get them paid for
operations on children.
What school?
As far as I know.
School is for math, English, science, and history, period, so you can function as a citizen in society. If you don't have those things, your sexual preference with your own children, within your own family, is supposed to be private. Don't teach high schoolers, junior high schoolers, elementary children, go cut off if you feel a certain way. Those things are not normal. In adulthood, yes, I see that. Not in a school system. You get your wanker cut off. You have to learn arithmetic if you're going to be an engineer, so you can build skyscrapers. You have to here and learn about exactly if you're supposed to be interested in astrology, any scientific field, not about your damn wanker or bread being cut off. There's so many getting this stuff done at a young age. Guess what happens? 5 years down the later, they want to commit suicide and go back to their original gender. And in my opinion, it's not a place. It's not a place, period. Done. No. You don't need that kind of thing. You don't need grown women sitting here trying to be men and grown men with skirts with their big fat asses hanging, doing lap dances on a 5-year-old kid's laps. Hell to the no.
Yeah. No, I'm
all right?
100%.
Totally unnormal. I don't give a damn what you say. I didn't make transgendered lions, transgender fucking tigers. We have a male and a female for reproduction reasons. It's common sense. If you want to go be another sexual race when you are older in your mind, but you cannot fulfill it. Just like that dumbass male swimmer trying to swim in these fucking events. It's not possible. That man's body is always going to overpower him. In these certain, really? Is there transgender cows? Transgender fucking bulls? What the fuck? Really? I'm just tired of all the bullshit excuses.
I've never seen two males fucking face together, so I don't know.
Stupid
two male rhinos sitting there locking horns and swapping tongues. Yeah,
exactly.
Two rhinos going at it. Hey, big boy, give me that tongue. Give me that tongue, big boy. Ooh, let's lock horns. Negative.
Not scientific. It's not scientific possible. If the gay people and lesbian is a personal reference, your sexual is your preference, your it's private. If we had just strictly, God, how stupid can it be? You have to have a sperm and an egg reproduce the human race. Pure and simple. You cannot do it all the time.
Yes. Than that, Tennessee. All you got to do is drop your pants. You either got a bat or a cave. It don't get no simpler than that.
Exactly.
You got a bat or you got a cave. Simple as
exactly.
that.
Well,
what do you think? Okay, so that's a great point to ask this question. So, what do y'all think about all these men that are dominating women's sports now? You want to talk about about devastating to women? No, it's happening everywhere, and I'm just let me make this point.
Exactly, but we're letting it happen.
Oh, wait a minute, let me make my point, Rhino. Okay, so all of these men that used to be men are now women, but they're winning all this. That's taken away all of the women's even their willingness to fight for it. You know, they don't even, why do they even care anymore? Some asshole's going to come in here that's 3 times their size and just beat them out, and they're done.
Exactly. And I agree with Rhino. There needs, look, you have a male and female, you have female softball players, you have baseball players, and blah, blah, blah. Go make a unique league where it's all rainbows and queer unicorns and have at it. But you have to eliminate that man swimmer from that woman, that young lady that worked all of her life to get to where she's at, and she's stripped of the title because this fool wants to get up there. Oh my God, it's pissing me off. We got a queer ass quad wrestler, Navy administrator. We got a circus in our administration. That's why these fuckers need to be impeached. Sexual preference and the sexual is private.
Well, we as being normal people do not stuff down our throats. What am I, blood? What? I'm making noise? I can't even see my avatar making noise.
With a gay character in it, shoving it down anyone's throat.
Shoving it down our throat. You see it on TV, you get an ad, you see it on YouTube. For being 5% of the population, there's bullshit about LBGTA bullshit. Don't have that much people talking about their dicks and their normal coo-ha-has.
It happened again.
Somebody
don't like what I'm saying.
Every time. Shoot up a day club.
Somebody don't like what I'm saying. Sorry, go ahead, guys.
Leave the shit alone.
Somebody don't like what I'm saying.
You forget flying the rainbow flag and all this other shit. If you want to do it on your own time, that's fine. Don't invade my face, my fucking newscast, and all this other crap, shoving it down my. It's whatever you choose to do is fine. But the transgender shit, you know what? You got your own fucking team. If it's a team of one, then you sit on a bench and swim against yourself. Simple as that. Stop worrying about motherfuckers' feelings. Enough of political correct bullshit. You got a dick or a pussy.
Amen. I cannot argue with man. Cannot argue.
He got booted in.
Can I tell you?
Go ahead,
girl. Do it. We offer 3 books at the same time. The parents and the children together make a choice as to which of this last year I had one.
Yeah, again, you're bringing children into it. Children don't need to be involved with this, hon. I'm telling you now. When you're going through puberty, and yes, there are gay boys later on in life that have that in their, they have the interest in other boys, and girls have it. But again, school is not for that right now. School has nothing for that.
Well, until the federal government took over, we didn't have this going on.
They want to be transgender is because they want to go in the girls' room and look at the girls butt fucking naked. They're no more worried about squatting than a third man. They want to go look at tits and ass, and that's another way to fucking do it. Simple as that. Because Johnny's a fat little bastard, and he's never been told he's a fat little bastard in his life. That's the only way that he's going to get to see a pussy or a tit, because he's not going to get off his fat ass and stop eating donuts. It's better to give him a little disrespect when he's young and fucking live with it. Say, hey, Johnny, you need to go run around the block, you fat bastard.
That's it. I agree with him 1,000%.
Oh, my God. Don't give a child any hateful things. Don't tell him. Oh, no, we're supposed to let him run down by a car. Oh, God forbid the dog. You know, they shit in this country so far, and you wonder why everybody's fucking dysfunctional. It's not. We bred 20 years of pussies, and look what it's got us. We can't even fucking fight to save our goddamn country. How many wolves do you know?
Well, I think
how many warriors? None.
Next to start talking about it. Tennessee girl says 30 years ago in school, and it wasn't a problem. You know why? Because nobody talked about it. That's because they were. They were afraid to be who they were. Why not talk about it? Why?
No, we don't need to talk about it. We don't need to use the U.S. military as the.
Oh, Austin.
I'm not talking about the myth about a school with children who are coming in.
YouTube, you're violating our First Amendment. YouTube is violating our First Amendment.
Every single parent had to agree to the book.
I don't remember.
Every parent was aware. Nothing
when I was going
was done behind anybody's back. I went up to the board meeting to introduce the book. I asked them. They already
let me ask you
had
a
read
question.
it, and I asked them to prove it unanimously.
Can I ask you a question? Just for a common sense perspective. Let's just say you have your 5-year-old daughter, okay, and she's going to school, and has to go use the restroom. And there's a, they have a unisex bathroom, boys there, and that young boy tries to rape your little girl. Just for some reason, these 5, 6 years old, they explore each other and all that. And there's little 5 and 6-year-old kids that have very sick parenting, and these kids acted out at school. What if your daughter was a victim of that? How would you handle that?
Well, that would be horrible. Of course, be enraged.
Okay.
I would get the police.
Okay.
I'd raise hell. What?
Oh,
okay.
You're like a typical anybody. You're like not even real. You're not even fucking real. Get real. If somebody did that to my daughter, I would be fucking tearing the board and the principal a new motherfucking ass. They couldn't get enough fucking cars there. They don't have enough cars in that fucking district.
There you
Get the fuck real, bitch. Oh, I'm going to the cops. I'm going to do this. Oh, fucking shit. You were about the most fake fucking person I've ever seen. Motherfucker, the ass, I would whoop the school board and principal's fucking ass. Wake the fuck up and become real, bitch. grow up and join the real fucking world. Because the one that you live in is fucking fantasy land.
We're gonna tone that down. We're not name callers here. We're not gonna play that card.
Have some respect.
Grow up and join the real world. Real world.
Actually, when you say, and I understand where Rhino's coming from. I would be frustrated too, but having respect is not bringing children into this realm. They're too young. They don't even know who they are until they hit puberty. They don't understand the reproductive systems and all these things. That's why the kids and children need to focus on arithmetic. They need to focus on science and English. They have to focus on the basics. If you do not do that, you will have a crippled society. You will advanced engineering. You will not have technology to continue as it is now. That's my point. All this stuff with the transgender stuff interfering with everybody's thoughts, it's private matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't belong in schools. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. It just doesn't.
Look, you think back to the books you read when you were in school. If you could name 5 in school, I would love for you to tell me some titles.
Sure.
What titles?
What does
Give me
book,
5
what
titles.
Does the book that I read in high school have to do with anything? What does it have to do with anything? It's just like Michael Dukakis said, when they asked him point blank, what would you do if you came home and saw that your daughter and wife had been raped? And he went off on some left-leaning bullshit, and it lost him the nation. Because you know what the answer is? There's only one answer should be. If I come home and find my wife and daughter have been raped, I will kill the bastard.
You got it.
I have another question for to ask you, if you don't mind, Travis. I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. That's all right.
I'm 50 years old. What do you mind me asking your age, ma'am?
Me?
Are you in your 40s or 50s? Yeah, yes, ma'am. I don't know. I can't read your avatar name. I'm sorry. Patriot. So.
Look,
girl.
60.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Let's say you walk into a restroom at a truck stop or any public area, and you have a drag person come in there. You're doing your business, and this man just sees you as he wants you now, and he busts, and he. Well, how would you handle that? How would you feel? That puts you in the position of these women.
How would I feel about getting attacked?
Yes, getting attacked by anybody.
I got attacked by anybody.
Yes, how would you do that?
It wouldn't matter if it was a trans person. It would be equally horrible.
Okay. And then how do you limit
it would be
together?
Equally horrible.
It's a private matter for anybody. You do not, under any circumstances, do drag queen shows in front of kindergartners. I am sorry. You just don't.
Queen shows in kindergarten. All right.
Yes, they're doing it all over Houston, Texas, Orlando, Florida. We have a group called 1776. We are protesting. I've been to many of these protests.
Well, let me ask you this.
Can
I ask you a question?
Yeah, ask me anything you want.
And that is, personally, I would not do a drag performance. I have heard that there are such things as family friends. I know nothing whatever about them, so I can't really speak to that. But what I can say is, 2020, when the virus was going around, go to board rights. Do we believe in parents' rights? Because if we believe in parents' rights, have the right to take their child to a performance, not in school. I mean, like out in a restaurant or a church or wherever they go to have a drag performance, have the right to take their child to a performance. Do I agree with it? No.
you're over
See
18,
them as Americans, don't they?
if you're over 18, not
I mean, you have
if you're under 8,
a freedom to protest, but
and no,
they have a
I don't agree with it.
freedom to go.
You just said the key word: bring your child. You didn't specifically say what age. If your child 18 or older, fine, go for it. Have all the drag queen shows you want. But if you're not of age, no, I don't agree with it. Absolutely not. Because right now,
then you don't bring your child. But you got no right to interfere with acts of other parents. I mean, right? I mean, you do. Why should you tell other parents what they should do? I mean, you don't want going in there and taking their children. You want the CPS people to come in and take their children. You know what they're like.
Yeah, CPS is dirty as they can come, and you can beat those just simple. They have no business. They have no jurisdiction. Period. Done it firsthand. D-Dog gave us some videos to watch, and absolutely works.
I wanted to say, I just want to kind of like explain what I do and not trying to force anything on anybody. Nobody's being made to read anything or learn something that they. But if they're interested and curious, I'm obliged to make that available to them and to have the discussion.
Okay, so why can't their parents make that available to them? Why can't their parents make that available to them if that's what they want them to have?
They do, and they want me to be the one.
Okay, so the schools, if the parents have the ability to make that available to them, then that's over, because that's an issue between the parents and the children, in my opinion. Period. No ifs, no ands, and no buts. If those children's parents want them children to see that literature, they have the right. Because if not, some of this is getting into pornographic detail. Okay, so when are we going to have child exploitation? Because it's the same thing, in my opinion. You're pushing children into a bunch of bullshit, in my opinion.
I think it'd be best if you took a look at the actual book and read it.
It's the parents' position to give those children the tools that they want them to have, whether it's right or wrong. If they're giving them stuff that's pornographic, and I don't think it's fair, then they need to get their ass in trouble. I can't look at it on this computer. I would never look at it on this computer. And I guarantee you, I'll never show any of that shit to my children. My children are grown now. And I'll guarantee you, none of them have ever seen anything of the sorts. They were taught reading, writing, arithmetic, and we gave them our values.
Right.
It's not the school's business. To interfere in something that's none of the school's business. That's all I'm saying. If you want to teach people to be respectful, I agree with that. That is a moral issue. We will agree on those things. If you want to teach them not to steal, that's a moral issue, and I agree with that too.
Right.
But I draw a line in the sand and say, look, here's where it stops. I thought that all this crap in this United States would stop when they went after our children. People that don't agree with how you've had all of them and all of your boosters, and I'm glad you're okay. But the minute that you're not, and something comes up that ties to that, I'm not sure. I didn't force it on you. I thought it should have been or not. That was a moral issue, and I think that we're crossing the line on a lot of this stuff.
Well, the devil really is in the details, and I think it's actually read the books. At first I was like, oh, it's not a good idea to ban any books, and then I got to actually practicing what I preach, and I said, before I make a judgment, I'm going to read that book cover to cover. And I don't know if you know about Dearborn Mission up in arms about the certain books, and there was, I think, 6 or 7 books. I read them all, and I think they made the right choice about which books to remove and which ones to keep on the shelf restricted. I think they did a good job making that determination, but I was not going to judge those. Let them cover to cover. Not just an excerpt, not just a line, not just a paragraph, the whole thing.
Okay, So you didn't
know,
read
so
the whole book. You didn't read the full content of the book.
Much is because he.
Okay. Did you say you didn't read the full content of the book?
Oh no,
you did or
I
didn't?
did. Yes.
Okay, you did. Okay, I'm asking you. I'm still having trouble hearing you. I've got people in the house. I have to keep my volume down, and your microphone's a little better now. But I thought you said you didn't read the book cover to cover. So I was just clarifying, because I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop this link from Amazon. Do you have to buy the book, or is there somewhere we can read it for free? Because I'm not going to go buy the book.
You could probably just
what is it?
Type it in and get the first 20 pages at least. You can certainly get it out of your library.
Okay, so if we can get it in a library, then because I'm not going to pay for something that I think is going to be pedophilia, in my opinion. Yeah. And if it's teaching children moral issues that I don't believe they're mature enough to read, I'm definitely not going to buy it. Definitely not.
I guarantee you, it's not pedophilia. King and the Dragonflies.
I will be the judge of that, because I will go to the library and research it and see if I can find it, and I will drop this in chat so everybody knows what we're talking about. I'm not pushing the book sales of this at all. I want somebody to go get it for free and read it, and I'm going to try to go get it down here at the library and read it myself. Because I'm not gonna get behind anything that's even close to it.
Before you judge,
I think
seriously, before you judge,
we need to start leaving our children alone. They're 18 years old, and I think we should guide our children in every way possible, in the ways that we believe. I've got a gay daughter. Do I hound on her? Absolutely not. She is an extremely right. She's right of me, conservative. And don't bash on her for what she believes, and she doesn't bash on me for what I believe. We talk about it very little. I tell her what I think. She tells me what she thinks. It's done. That's how you have those conversations, and that's how you raise those children.
And I think that's what we're trying to do in our schools, so that our kids, 20, 25 kids, to get along with each other, even if they're different. You know, we also get like our black, so we have a couple of books with African American themes.
How did my daughter get through school? So how did my daughter get through school? I let anybody tell her what to do, period.
Right.
Did I know she was gay before she was grown and out of the house? Yes. Did we talk about it? No. She didn't talk about it. She and I talk about everything, but she never said that ever. And she grew up, she got away, and she called me when she was 21 years old. And she said, "Dad," she said, "I like girls." And I said, "Well, I've kind of known that for a while." I said, "How are you okay with it?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Okay, you're 21. Make your own decision. Be smart about this. Get what your parents taught you." And there you go. We have a gun-toting gay conservative.
That's one of the scariest things for the gay students. The gay parents are.
Whoops. All right. Well, I guess it was her turn to go. I was trying to hear what she was saying because her microphone was breaking up. Hit the link again. I guess it was yours and Rhino's turn to get kicked at the same time. Because both of you got booted.
Their parents are going to reject them. That's what terrifies them the most, is that they're going to lose their parents' love. That's what terrifies them. And that's what's so heartbreaking.
Okay, and that's a misconception. That's also a misconception, in my opinion, Book Girl, because I knew before my daughter did I disown her? No. You know why? Because I love my daughter. The people that are abandoning their kids and giving up on their kids, they're not parents. They're assholes, and they need to be shot.
Right.
That's another moral something that their parents didn't teach them.
Right. And it's really sad.
But there you go. If we leave this stuff out of there, leave the stuff out of it, period. Let them know that you're there for them, and don't criticize them for wanting something that you don't want. you're not going to tell your children what to do when they grow up and they fly away.
That's right.
All you can do
They're
is
gonna
be
be
kind
who they are.
and support them. These people that you're saying are getting mad at their children, those aren't human beings. Those are pieces of shit, in my opinion. And I don't have any respect for anybody that disowns them for anything like that. That's right. Key point is let them be kids until they're grown. That's 100% where I'm at. Be supportive to your children. I've raised 2 of my own children and 7 of somebody else's children. They're my kids. They're not stepkids to me. They call me dad. I know about this stuff, and I know how to handle it because I was raised by a rock star. My little mother over here, she'll tell you.
Well, it's good that you have your mom. I don't have my mom anymore, so God bless her.
I lost my dad when I was 17. He was my rock.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Rhino's having hell. He must be at home. Train them up in the way you want them to go. Then they grow up,
country.
and it's up to them how they live exactly. But I let them make their choices as they're mature enough. I didn't give my 3-year-old boy a motorcycle the day he wanted a motorcycle. I waited till he could ride his bicycle enough to be able to handle a motorcycle. I agree with you, David. It's not my place to judge those. It's not my place to judge them. The Bible also says we shall not judge. I'm not going to pay for anybody else's sins, but I educate based on what my knowledge is, whether I'm right or wrong, and then that's how you change it. If you don't like something, just give your opinions, but say, hey, I'm still here. You know, we're not leaving you at the train station.
With my book, that is the fear that he has, that his father's going to reject him. Amazing that the relationship that they
then his father's either not a good parent, or the kid doesn't know his dad well enough to be able to tell him everything. My kids can tell me anything because I love them unconditionally. And people, and that's part of what's happened to America. They have divided these families where both parents have to work, and they're raised by that indoctrinate them to think that something else is going on. And I frankly am not good with this at all. Okay, that'll be a whole conversation, David.
It's kind of just similar reason why we are teaching books with Africans. And I got one book about a young girl from Pakistan who's Muslim that we also, just so they can see different perspectives and different people from different parts of the world of immigrants. And we are a country with lots of different types of people in it. And about it. And one of the great windows into that perspective is through literature. Yeah, it's an exciting job. And I'm humbled by it. And I really do try to listen to do what the parents want.
I still think some issues. I still think there needs to be a line drawn in the sand, and you can help the kids and where we're hurting these kids. And I think that giving these kids information to change their mind about something before they're mature enough to grow. Can't see Dawn again.
Yeah, that you got to be definitely have to be developmentally appropriate.
Well, there comes a time when we have to draw a line, though, because I don't think that I mean some of this stuff I'm not ever going to let slide. Is it my business? You start pushing it on my children, my grandchildren, I'll be right there. There's a lot of these people that are doing that, and I just disagree with it. Hear Timmy learn about it.
I just think the kids need to be involved.
Yeah, ethnic. There should. The only reason there's any race conversation going on is because it's a government pushed agenda. I've said some inappropriate things in my time, and I do it all the time. Me and my mother was having a conversation after I made a comment on the live of the night. It was just language to me. It wasn't literal.
Well,
they're just words. They're just words again. I don't hate anybody. I grew up with a whole bunch of Mexican people, and they're wonderful people. Some of the best in the world. The people that are here legally and did it the right way and came across here, and they're some of the greatest patriots that I know, and they are all conservative, by the way. Oh, looky, we got some more 69 mega girls for you there. Righto. Somebody,
woo. All right, give me some of that.
Get the baby oil, as he says. I don't know what. They haven't bothered us for a while.
They're beating me up to death on my bouncing me in and out. So what else is new?
so Travis, did I clarify for you?
Oh, I think we're on the same page with the moral issue. I really do.
All right.
Maybe we're off a little bit, but I don't think that teaching these children, normalizing this stuff, maybe it's not the right thing. Because in my opinion, that's grooming these kids. I mean, I can take my 9-year-old grandson or my 9-year-old nephew, and I can change his mind in about 3 minutes. But you know what? I don't. I let him sit here. You know we're running Boston for president, right? He's 9.
He's cute.
He was on the live with me this night and visited with Chad.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being so kind. But I can change his mind in about 3 minutes on anything by influencing him. That's not the way you raise your children. You let him make his decisions, and then you try to help him with it. And if you think it's the wrong thing to do and he thinks it's the right thing to do, you've got to let him learn from that. They've got to fall down or they're
Oh yeah.
I agree, Patriot.
I'm gonna go now.
The more we stick to that, the better off they will.
Go take a look at Johnny Tremaine too. I'm starting Johnny Tremaine tomorrow.
I didn't hear.
Book, right? The classic Johnny Tremaine. Johnny Tremaine. I'll put that in chat.
Okay, yeah, because I can't hear what you're saying. Your microphone just went to hell. Exactly right, Patriot Missile. I agree with that. Okay, maybe. Yeah, crap.
Sometimes the woman loves the woman. If there are two genders, and there are parents tell.
Yeah, your microphone's terrible again. Your signal's bouncing back and forth too.
Good night, everybody. I have to go to work tomorrow.
Right. It was nice meeting you.
Good talking to you all.
All right, girl. We'll see you.
Nice. Lionel.
Tennessee gonna smack me with his nose. Cut it out, Tennessee.
Be nice, Lionel.
Tennessee gonna smack me with his nose.
I thought it was an interesting conversation. I give her a lot of time because I think we made up some great points that where we think that she's making. So she made some decent points on some of the moral issues. So I know chat wasn't happy about it, but we need to be able to communicate people that we don't agree with. And I didn't know she was calling Jeff B names. And that's why I stopped you, Rhino. We can't call names. Come on, man.
I have two pieces. And like you said, you explained it perfect, Travis. It's like you let them mature to make their own decisions. But they were never forced to be lesbians. They made their own decision. They became adults. They go, whatever, what have you. And, and they're productive ladies of society. They're the sacral presence is private, and they go about their lives, and they made that decision when they were mature, not at 5 or 6 years old. And and I love them both. I just being cousins, and they're really good people. They're
Right,
respect.
but I like that you can't give a straight answer. Anybody that asked that question, and it's exactly why Michael Dukakis lost the race for president.
That's right.
When somebody asks you a question like that and you come off with some dogma bullshit answer, you're
Yep.
not real and you're not in the real world.
Well,
The
and I
answer to
think you
that
were making some
question
great
is only
points there
two
on that.
ways.
And I agree. I thought you made some great points on there when you're on your rant. But we got to learn. We've got to still learn to be calm, because I think most of our, well, I can't even say most. I think some of our beliefs are the same, and we're letting opinions heat us up and get us into trouble.
Right. But I mean, okay, just like the transgender, that's a hybrid. That's all being pushed by whoever. That's not, I mean, it's whatever. It's just, okay, if you want to be that way, fine. Then you go make your own teams. If nobody shows up, oh well, go swim with yourself.
Well, and that's why I asked, did you think it's reasonable that all these men are going into women's sports and devastating it? I didn't hear her answer because I couldn't hear her. But it's not reasonable. Men are not.
Well, it's because males in the last 20 years males been bred out of them, so they got to go see what they got to see one way or another.
Well, but what I'm saying,
they come up with a.
Here's what my point is. All right, I don't know who the swimmer was that come in and beat it like 12 seconds or some shit. That girl that worked her ass off that really should have won that was 0.2 of a second off the world record. It was fair for her to train all them years for a man to come in there and take that away from her. Where's the feminazis at on this?
Well, you've also been bred. Everybody's been bred to get along, to go along. No, the chick that lost should have said, "Well, hey, what do you expect? The dude's got a dick." I'm sorry, that's what you should have said. Hey, the dude's got a fucking dick. No wonder he beat me. And everybody would have been like, "Ah!" But it would have been the truth. It would have been the truth. That's what we're not putting out here. Just like Kevin McCarthy. He should be busted ass for why are you wearing a Ukrainian pin and a Ukrainian pocket thing if you're trying to become Speaker of who? The USA. If you want to be the Speaker of Ukraine, get the fuck out of my country, go the fuck over to Russia, and do what the fuck you got to do. Get the fuck, withdraw your name, and get your shit out of the Speaker's office. Have a nice day. It's not very hard.
Now, that's a great point.
And as I said the other day, like the White Hats, okay, they only have 3 of these fake capitals. They ought to seize all of them, so you have to go on a great building spree for these guys to keep carrying this charade off. And then you find out where to build a fort, you take that one. If any of this shit is actually going on, which we tend to believe is not, but we shall see. I mean, this issue of, there's 27 races and all this other bullshit. Shut up. All you got to do is drop your pants and you got your answer right then and there. It's only got 2 answers.
Well, Urban had a question in there. What about the hermaphrodites? And I was like, oh, question of the year right there. He wins. He blows up the chat because I have no idea how to answer that.
Well, I don't know. I've never put it this way. I'm not saying that they don't, but if you actually had to be born with both, I said that would be kind of interesting. Nah. But whatever. Oh, and I'll give you the big synopsis of Flies and Dragonflies, or Kings and Dragonflies. The dude lost his brother, and he thinks his brother comes back as a dragonfly. Where the story goes from that, I don't know, but that's the premise of the book. it's about dealing with grief and some other crap or some shit. So I don't know where else it goes in the book or how fucked up the book gets from there, but that's the synopsis to the great overview.
Sorry, I'm watching something over here. I got a whole bunch of hits on one of my TikToks today.
Oh, yeah. Don't let him fool you, Tennessee. He's watching midget porn. He's watching midget porn. I know he dialed that number up that came across the screen.
Y'all can't see it, but it's me. I'm watching me. Jamie Curtis was born with both. Okay, so they can be whatever they want to be. They can be, in my opinion.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Jamie Curtis was who did what?
Was born with both. She's a trigender. She'll try anything once.
That's the chick that played with Arnold Schwarzenegger and in the Halloween movies, right?
I don't know. I don't know who any of those people are. I'm with Blackwatch, though. In my opinion, gender sports should be what you were born.
No, well, you can have the hybrid league.
Hybrid league.
Yeah. The hybrid league. No. We got the hybrid league. So, hey, Biff, how did it feel to get your doodads cut the fuck off? I don't know. You know. But I like people that can't deal with reality. Okay, she's going to give some leftist bullshit answer. No, it's a very simple answer. If your daughter had that done to her, there's only two ways that you're going to be. You're going to be a pussy, or you're going to go after the person that did it. And most people are going to go bomb the person that did it. Sorry.
I want to know, David N's got something down there that says, can they get themselves pregnant? I don't know. That's scary.
I don't know.
Carol Z,
it depends how. It could be depends how well endowed she is.
No doubt. The flexibility.
Well, you know.
68% of people find love. Why not 69?
Well, that's like if all men want to be like a dog or own nuts, we would have no need for a female.
I don't know that I agree with that. I kind of like the having somebody to hang out with. I don't like myself that good. Damn.
Gotta admit though, you can put it in the backyard as long as he's fed and watered. He's a happy little camper. He ain't got no worries.
Oh, mercy. Well, I probably better get out of here. Now it's midnight here. I'm sure we're going to get an 8-hour day of I was supposed to call you back, and I got to watching those hearings today. I was laughing my ass off. I can't believe the shit show that was going on.
Clown show. I don't know how they all fit into one little car. Yeah.
It'd be awful if something happened up there, wouldn't it?
I tell you what, if it goes through the weekend, I'm not wishing this, and I don't hope it doesn't happen. But as bad as they can buy off Republicans or compromise their ass, they get 6 of them bitches, and Liz Cheney becomes Speaker of the House. Ah! That would just be not icing on the cake, but it would be interesting.
So one question a country has, she said, human people are considered to be born with 2 arms, 2 legs, a torso, 1 head. Do science change their positions on that because of abnormalities? No, you're exactly right. They do not.
Wait a minute. If you're a dude, you're born with 2 heads, not 1.
Well, figurative speaking, yes.
Well, figuratively speaking, that little head gets you in a fucking lot of trouble all the time. So you might as well consider it's got a mind of its own.
Uh-huh.
It does. A whiskey glass in a woman's ass will make a fool out of you. Yeah. Saying right from my dad, ain't no truer words ever spoken. My dad goes, you're out after fucking midnight, you're playing with fire. He
Um,
said,
my
anytime
dad
you're out
used
after midnight, he said, anytime you're out after midnight, you said you're playing with fire.
no
It is.
doubt.
You
Yeah,
look at
my
the
dad.
most powerful. You look at the most powerful men in the world. What has the majority of them been brought down for? Fucking somebody they shouldn't have fucked. Not to be point nasty and blunt, but that's what happened. I mean, you look at all of your presidential contenders. They were sticking the ding ding where it didn't need to go. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, well, I missed the truck. That's good. Woo.
Oh,
Travis, you're going to get all kind of hate mail tomorrow.
I don't care.
Uh,
We cleared a bunch of air. That's enough for me. I'm cool with it. We each got we all got a little piece of telling it like we thought it was or
you
whatever.
bet.
Jeff
You
Beat this will make the highlights reel tomorrow, so I'm hoping to because I need the watches, the likes. Says we need to get our channel built up a little bit so I can start going to more of these places. I'm figuring out that I can't do it all on my own, and especially if I don't turn my card off. So we'll do better. I got 2 stops this month, so when I get those funded, I'll start reaching out to people that need it worse than me and getting it to them. Jeff should have come up here.
Yeah.
I wish Jeff would have come up. That would have been.
Oh yeah,
that would have been epic.
that would have been interesting. That would have been.
That would have been epic.
I don't know why my signal kept taking a shit. Now I'm at my house and my signal's sitting there perfect as can be. Go figure that shit. Still have no chat, but oh well. Oh my goodness, I got all kind of shit on the Rhino Nation. Woo-woo.
There you go.
What else is new? What else is new?
It's smart.
Yeah,
Smart.
that
The
was
cigar
that
smoke
was
is
that
rolling.
was funny though. That was funny though. Oh, what would you do? Oh. I'm thinking, really? It's that hard of a question? Come on
No.
now. I'm like, really? That's just like, I mean, seriously, that's why Michael Dukakis lost the presidency. What would you do if your mom got da 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 da? Oh, well, I was like, really? Okay. But I see, I'll give you the synopsis of Kings and Dragonflies. A dude lost his brother, and he thinks his brother comes back as a dragonfly. And where it goes from there, it's about dealing with grief and other stuff. If you feel sufficiently excited about the first part of the book, go read the rest of it. Because I'm sorry, I heard that little bit of a tidbit. Guess what? Yawner.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I'll let you go to sleep. Bye.
All good. I'm gonna. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Tennessee? I'm drinking wine. Who's drinking wine? Is that Patriot Missile?
Probably.
She says her wine cellar's a garage, and she's not lying.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to call Patriot Missile. I'm going to call her up. Up to the show. I'm going to call her up.
Yeah, she's hilarious. Good people. Good people.
I'm calling her up. Stand by, Patriot Missile. You're getting a call in about 2 seconds. Stand by. Be forewarned. Be forewarned.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. My uncle's here, and he's going to get up at the crack at dawn. And I want to make sure I get to see him. We're going to try to talk him into staying another day. And he's old and cranky, and he says he's going to get ants in his pants about 6:30. So,
all right. I guess I'll yak at you later.
let's see this.
Uh-oh. I got a text while we were doing the show that said, ask her.
Blackwatch says, I have 4 grandkids and far too much life experiences to suit me. You do not want my opinion, just saying. Absolutely do want your opinion. Because I disagree with all of this grooming stuff. And David N made a great comment a while ago, and that'll be a whole great show because maybe my beliefs aren't the same as his on some stuff. It'll be an awesome conversation. I'll talk to him about it. But yeah, we'll get out of here. Tennessee, thanks for joining us. I will be there on Saturday if I get the notification. Send me a text message before you go live, Tennessee. I'll be there, bro. So anyway, thank y'all for showing up, and great. It was a great conversation. It was a little rough at a while. I'm sorry. We'll go back to laughing and giggling and talking about the.
Oh well. I know. Sorry, they ruffled some feathers. Sorry, ruffled some feathers.
Yeah. Man, it was time. It was time.
I'm gonna go put a glow stick on my tail. See if I can get a plane to land on me again.
I got you.
Stand by, Patriot.
All right. Thank y'all.
Incoming Rhino call.
Yeah. We'll see y'all tomorrow night. I'll see y'all somewhere tomorrow.
Bye.
All right.